Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. Of course, we're going into the second map between MALIK Esports and Millwall Bushwhackers. This is, of course, the Ballistix UK Masters, and we're into the semi-final stages, so this is the second map of the day, and obviously we have one more best of three coming up after this one, and we are going into the ninth round of DE Train. This is Millwall's map pick, so MALIK Esports won the first map, 16-13, and Millwall are looking to get some revenge. I'm here again with Harry.
Yes you are. Hello, how's it going? My name's just Harry, nothing else. Yeah, so we don't really do much on knife rounds.
No,
but today's arena of war is going to be Train, something we haven't seen come up too much in the in the Masters so far. Actually hasn't come up at all, has it? This is the first time we've seen it don its cape and become the hero we truly deserve. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see this, because I don't really cast Train matches all that much. I've probably casted, actually I think Train's one of my most casted maps, rather hilariously. So saying that, yeah, no, I've actually casted it a fair bit, but regardless, at least in terms of, everything that's gone on in this league, this is the first time we've seen it come up, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, definitely true. It is an interesting one to see this being picked by Millwall. Really, you really don't see this map picked too much, especially not in UK teams. So it'll be interesting to see. I think MALIK may struggle, of course, if they only just took the first map. Again, Cash a very simple map that most teams no defaults on. So either way, if they only just won the first map, they may struggle with the second one, of course, and not being their pick and being a rather abstract map that many teams do not practice as much. Of course, to their counterparts like Mirage and Verno, very default maps and the active map pool for years. And of course, this remake of Train, was out of the map pool for a good 9 months or something like that, while Valve remade it, and it is very subjective to whether you think it's good or not. I personally don't like it, but it's a fairly played competitive map, and it is in the map pool, so obviously you've got to learn to love it eventually. And Millwall, they're going to be heading their way out onto the A side to start things off. Cynic's going to kick it off with a nice kill onto Prezi, but Thomas fast with the trade there, and we're back into a 3v4 as Thomas, he lands another one with that Tech 9. Great drop there from Prezi Wong to allow him to pick that one up, but Samuel, he's coming in for the retake, dropping Thomas, and a Tech 9 in that as well. So 3 on 3, the bomb is down, and the afterbars are looking pretty good for Millwall. They should be able to hold this off fairly effectively. Wong is very far pushed back, so he's not going to have any trouble with that. And Caspian now going to be alone, but no kit to get this defuse off, and the smoke is going to mean Velox will finish that round off full Millwall, and that'll be a 1-0 lead here on the T side.
Yeah, winning the first round on the T side, I would say this map is really quite heavily CT sided. It's kind of up for debate as to it does depend on the teams, and not many teams actually even play this map. So yeah, there's that. But still, considering that this is Millwall's map pick and they are on the T side, which is the less favourable side, it is extremely good for them to be getting these first rounds, and hopefully they can make it the first 3 if they want to stand a chance of winning this and taking it into the third map.
Wong is going to kick things off for a season. 97 damage stink from Cynic to put him down to 3 HP, but still gets that kill with the support of his teammate Thomas. And MALIK are a man down here, already losing one of their armoured players. Caspian just going to be saving for this AWP. Rest of them going for these 5.7s and the P250s for the armoured support as well. And more aggression from Weem there to drop Relox. It's going to mean we're back into a 4v4, and he's actually grabbed himself an AK to work with as well, which, with the use of the armour he has, is going to be really effective. And we have some good positions here for MALIK. Again, a bit stacked towards A, considering the bomb's going towards the B side, but Samuel has a great position to hold this one off. Great start to kick off. Tom will fall, and he's going to go for the second one, landing that onto Wong as well. Bit aggressive, they're all just jumping straight over one by one, and Samuel, they're just lining up for him. Chaduk finally gets that refrag onto him, though. We're down into a 1v3, but again, no armour on Caspian. Only one rifle on the team. It's not all out of the books for Chaduk, if he can just work himself into this with a nice couple of starting kills. But he's peeking 2 players at once. What's he doing? He gets taken down there by Weem, but taking 2 engagements at once with multiple seconds to back off there, he's going to be punished for it. MALIK will take that round, and that's going to be a 1-1 scoreline. Great second round to kick things off. Good aggression from both Cynic and I think it was Weem over in A main there.
Yeah, but still really questionable play there, because they were all just kind of jumping into Samuel like that duck shooting game. I can't remember, really old one. Don't remember much about it. But oh my god, look at this push. We might see a complete mop up here as It's going to be Caspian just charging him from behind, and he does manage to mess that one up as Chaduk does find in there with that tech. That's going to give them a P90, and when they do push out onto this site, and it's going to be a 5-man push coming in as the smokes have popped, and then Cynic picks up one, but he should get traded out. That's going to be one picking up the kill under Cynic. That's 3 versus 4 here as they do try getting out to the site, but Weem picks up 2. That is going to be bomb getting planted, though, and he won't be able to find him through the smoke. Bomb is down in 2 versus 2 here as Wong is changing a little bit of damage there onto Samuel. Does get traded out by Weem, and that's going to be the round coming to an end as LS does find that kill on Tajuku was the final player. That's going to be the defuse, and that's going to take it to 2-1 in favor of Malik, although that plant should allow Millwall to be buying on the, you know, not the next round, but the round after. I can't think of what the word for that would be. But yeah, so, you know, they should have a good bit of money as well, providing that they don't spend too much now. They might even buy a few, you know, like armor, things like that, maybe drop a few pistols here and there, but not looking like they're going to be doing too much of that today.
Three players with the bomb up towards Ivy here. Going to see it held down by LS. He's got a lot to deal with though, because of course the Deagle in Velox's hands is going to be lethal here. Smoke will go down to prevent a bit of a push, but Wong, smoke's nothing to him. He's going to push right through it, I think. No, maybe not, but Samuel over up into the B halls will get aggressive, taking down those 2 players. LS going to be holding off Long Ivy very effectively. Picks up a double kill again. Thomas and Wong will drop, and Velox is the last to fall with that Deagle there. So another round to Malik. 3-1. Good start here, of course. This is, as you mentioned, CT sided, but Millwall, they've got their chance for retribution. They've got their chance to come back into this map, and it's interesting seeing Thomas pick up this AWP on the T side over Wong here. Of course, Wong didn't have the economy to sustain it. Oh no, he did as well. He did have the economy to sustain it, just with no armor, much as his Thomas is doing. But maybe,
I
some
think
decisions.
all men at some point in their life have trouble sustaining it, and you know, no exception here for the talented UKCS player.
Yeah, with a nice pick at least, Thomas will pick that one up. And yeah, maybe they, again, we haven't seen a whole lot from Millwall, at least outside of this event, so maybe Thomas opts for the T side and Wong opts for the CT side. I don't personally know that one, but either way, Samuel's going to be getting aggressive. He still has this SMP9 here, so not deciding to go for the buy-up, and it's not working out very well in the favour of Malik. Millwall are already 2 picks down, and looking for more as we do see Weem get aggressive over towards Pop Talk here. Maybe punish. Double flash comes in, but he's perfectly around the corner. Picks up nothing though. Chaduk will get that kill onto him, and now Samuel and Cynic will make that just Samuel. Has to come in and do something absolutely phenomenal. But a nice after death molly will secure a kill there onto Chaduk. So 1 versus 3, and just gets away with a bomb there. Samuel so close to picking up that kill. Will pop out a nade as well, but still an AK there. Finally does grab it, but the Molotov will force him back. Hopefully he should be going for the save hit. Not too much he can do, and the nade will push him only down 3 more HP. Yeah, he's going to let's go for the save. This is a good call here. Really no chance he can actually get away in this round, and Wong's just going to be pushed up aggressively up into Pop Talk as well. So Samuel's just going for the save with the AK-47. He has armor to sustain it as well, or sorry, to support it as well, and Malik should be able to afford a buy after the save, or maybe, it's questionable. We will be able to drop a couple of rifles. We'll see if Samuel gets away with this one. Maybe he will.
Yeah, I mean, saving a gun is always good, and yeah, I think you are right. It should lead, hopefully, to a force. I mean, looking at the economy, they should have more than enough money, but I mean, Prezzi's going to find that kill on SNY. Now suddenly the, you know, the ability to drop is substantially hampered. You have got Weem on 10,000. Don't know how he's got that. Probably been doing some offshore tax avoidance schemes. Not entirely sure. I mean, he's going to be dropping Famises, and he does pick up a scout as well, so he should, that will put everyone on Malik there on a bit of a buy at least. They have got a little bit of money as well still on Weem. Now we are going to be seeing Thomas here. He's going to be peeking mid. He finds one onto Cynic. That's going to be him going down. Now it's a 4 versus 5 straight off the bat. A wonderful kill things just to open things up there for Millwall. And suddenly the A site is a lot more contestable. We are going to be seeing players rotating from B, leaving it all down to Samwell over on the B bomb site, which does mean it is substantially weaker than it was at the start of the round.
All I question there is Weem actually going for the scout buy, despite having enough money to buy up an AWP. He picked up a scout instead. He had literally the direct amount of money he needed for an AWP, plus 4,000 extra. Not 4,000 extra, he had the exact amount of money needed. No, sorry, plus 1,000 extra, and he still went for the scout buy, which I find a bit odd, at least onto Caspian. But maybe try and preserve some of that economy, and we will see Millwall working their way out on towards the B site. And of course, as you said, not a very heavy hold on the B site from the MALIK side. Just Samuel going to be over towards here, alone in fact, and Caspian. Nice nade kill onto Wong, but the rest of the team are going to be over towards the other side of the map, and Samuel's got a lot to deal with here with only a Phalanx and no nades or utility of any kind, including kits, to do so. Weem going to kick things off with a kill onto Chiduk, but still a push from upper coming out. Thomas is yet to push out with his orb though, and that's going to allow Samuel to get aggressive on the site. Picks up that one onto Velox, or Velux, but the refrag, sorry, does come out there by Prezi, and Weem will finally drop Thomas over in upper, so that's going to be down to Prezi. 1 versus 3, runs straight into the site, absolutely no fear, grabs that kill onto Weem, but there's still 2 more, and they're very deep in the B site for him to deal with. He does have access to the bomb, but 15 seconds left. He needs to get this plant on, still continuing to challenge, but no time left. He has to commit to this bomb plant, but actually going to go for the fake, and that's not going to be a good call, because they're both pushing him from either side, and that'll be the round there. Samuel picking up that final kill, and a really great round from MALIK there to secure a 4-2 scoreline, actually resetting the economy of the Millwall side here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we went into that as well. MALIK on such a force, coming out of it, they lost a player early on as well. They really shouldn't have been able to win that, but then after losing that play, losing 2 more after as well, they still managed to come out on top, and despite being on a 4 spy, losing a player early on, being a 5v4, still being able to win must be a bit of a blow there to Millwall's kind of confidence in how they're doing. Wong, though, does not care for statistics as he just opened things up with that Deagle headshot. Cynic finding a kill on Chiduk. LS, finding one under Prezi and Wong to put things into a 2 versus 3, but then saying that, Cynic finds one on the Velox, and now it's just going to be Thomas as he does get taken out by LS, and LS there doing a wonderful job to hold into that site, finding 3 kills there as they do just as he can just mop them up running through smokes, and that's going to be as simple as that. And that's 5-2 now towards MALIK Esports.
And again, the eco coming out from Millwall, so really getting put down at a deficit here. Double eco on the T side is not going to be great, because obviously that's going to allow MALIK to take 6 rounds, and they win the subsequent buy round, that's already up to 8 rounds, so bit of an issue there. We will see some aggression from Millwall. Countered by MALIK though. Nice position from Weem. He's going to pick up a double kill there. Samuel does get the refrag, so he grabs 1 and actually turns it into 2. Trying to pick up a 3, and then he does. Malwall and MALIK and Milik and Millwall, whatever. MALIK will spray down Millwall that round and secure a 6th, but finally the buy will be coming up, and they've got a very frivolous buy here. Lots of nades to work with at least. Thomas going to be lacking a bit with Chiduk, but I say frivolous, but Velox is going to be the only one up on the Molotovs now. They're not going to be looking to cook in today. As Millwall, they work their way up towards Ivy.
And a lot of this is going to also come into Thomas. Can he open things up here in A with the op? We have got him up on top of this pallet here in that boost position. He just misses that shot. And that would have been a really nice opening there if he could have found that kill onto Cynic. Cynic should be getting the hell out of there, but he's just going to try to take this fight a little bit. Does get put down to 22 HP. Weem finding that kill through the smoke onto Thomas. That's going to put it into a 4 versus 5 here for Millwall. And they're in a really bad situation as Weem finding another one onto Chiduk now. And now it's a 3 versus 5 here. All 5 of the MALIK Esports players still standing strong. And now we're going to be seeing Wong stepping up to the firing line with that AWP as he does try peeking out. He just misses that shot there onto Weem. Does he know that Cynic's here? Doesn't even matter because he's not even going to get a chance to discover that corner of the map as Caspian with a wonderful long shot there. Does manage to take him down. Now it's a 2 versus 5 here. Prezi and Velox holding these close angles. Prezi does find that one of the Cynic. Bit of an error for him to be pushing them when he shouldn't be. And, now potentially back in this as we do only have Samuel over on the B-bomb site. These team Millwall players are going to be pushing over towards the B-bomb site with the bomb. So it's looking like the B is going to be the site and the place to be.
With only 27 seconds left on the clock, they have not a lot of time to work themselves, especially the fact that they're sneaking all the way into these B halls is going to be a bit of an issue when it comes down to time, because obviously we do see a rotation coming out here as well, so Weem and Sam are going to be going over towards A and over towards B, and now with 10 seconds to get this bomb down, it's not looking very likely as Weem just picks up a dink. They're straight through the smoke onto Velox, and the bomb finally going to be going down, but Weem wants to deny it. He does get taken down, but Velox will finally get that trade, and Prezi is going to fall to Samuel as well. The defuse will come out there for MALIK again, so 7-2, and it's likely to be 8-2 because obviously Millwall. Actually, no, sorry, they will be able to buy up because they got the bomb down, of course, and they will be trying to contest this score, of course, coming back into this on the T side.
Yeah, I mean, unsure why they're going for a pistol buy when every one of their players had enough money to buy AKs, I guess they're just going to be trying to get a little bit more money, maybe get a few warps, but still, I mean, I would say it's a little bit of an error, personally. If all 5 of your players could buy rifles, I mean, they might want the utility, but I mean, still, like, if I wouldn't have committed this heavily, you know, buying armor, pistols, all this utility. I would have just had this as a throwaway round if I wasn't going to buy, like, surely. I mean, I'm not sure if you agree with what they did, but I really didn't.
We know. Good job there, picking up a double kill. Actually turns it into a triple, just completely shutting these players down here with this USB as well as the now. Again, Thomas, same position as the previous round, going to be stuck there towards Ivy, and we'll get finished there. So MALIK 8-2, and Millwall again able to buy up, but right now it just seems like almost pointless. They're just getting absolutely slaughtered here on this Terror side.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not sure if Train was a particularly good map choice for them. That is kind of what it's starting to look like. Is MALIK do seem to be a lot more well equipped to deal with them right now, and I'm not even sure if that's a matter of you know, MALIK having any sort of practice on this map, or if it is just Millwall lacking the kind of strats in order to get them through. Thomas is going to be peeking this long out here, but Samwell's going to open it up with a wonderful shot. Is traded out though by Thomas. He's going to be watching that angle with the AWP. That's going to open up the whole B-bomb site, and with the rotate not coming in, if they do manage to get players out to the site, and that bomb can be going down very, very shortly. But you are going to have, I believe that's going to be Chaduk and Velox over here towards Ivy. A little bit of an error to have them this far away when the bomb is, you know, over near Pop Dog, and you know, that B site was completely open for, I'd say a solid 20 seconds there, and the rotate only just coming in from Cynic, who's now going to be on B. So now they do have congestion there, so wherever they go, they are going to be up against the guns of MALIK Esports. I definitely felt like it could have been quicker off the bat there. That's going to be Weem. He's going to find one of Thomas, but into a 3 versus 4, and now Prezi trying to get this trade, not going to be able to get that off, as Caspian does take him down, and now pushing out of Ivy. Chaduk does take down LS, and then he's going to be found by Caspian. That's going to take it to 9-2, and at this point things are not looking too good for Millwall, as they do find themselves in a situation where they are going to be on a very, very underprepared buy, lacking a lot of utility. They have got a few flashes and a Molotov here and there, but Thomas, you know, not even having an AK beside him is going to put them in a very bad situation. Bombers being left in T-spawn as well, which to me is you know, never a good sign. We're only seeing, I believe it's going to be Prezi going back to go grab that.
Oh, but Cynic holding on to the site very well with the support of Caspian. Both of them picking up frags here. Chaduk does get a refrag, but Weave's back in there as well to drop Chaduk, and it's all onto Prezi. 2 players are very low here on the CT side, but doesn't mean there's too much chance. Still picks up the high, one of the HP players, but only going to be dropped there by Caspian with the full HP, and that'll be again MALIK securing double digits here on the CT side over in the first half.
Yeah, you know, not bad at all, and especially considering that this is Millwall's map pick. You know, already being 8 rounds ahead, 10-2 is definitely where you want to find yourself. I mean, I would say not out of the question at all for MALIK to be able to, you know, wrap this up 2-0.
It's very likely, to be honest. Samuel going to be solo over towards the B site. Millwall on this quasi by heading over towards Wall with armor right now, and rotation will be coming in here. We will see Weem coming in to support Samuel, and the B rush is going to land away actually. So Thomas leading things off with a nice kill to Samuel, actually securing that rifle, but despite that being 3 HP, and Caspian not going to be ready for push. Very up close and personal there. Will finally be dropped by LS, and we're out, down into a 3 versus 2 here as LS and Cynic try and recapture this site here from the CT, from the terrace side, sorry, and Cynic, he's going to be grabbing one of the retakes. Chaduk already falling. Nice flash to go in, but Velox is going to be ready for it. Pulls out the tech. Now goes for the push, and that's going to be a great shot there to drop Cynic and LS. Nothing to really lose right now. They have a good economy on the CT side, at least one player up on 16k, so they will be coming into this with the intention of trying to win it out. But Prezi still alive on the site, just playing the Duke game. Oh, LS is getting so tricked by this one, and he will finally be dropped by Velox there. Great play by Velox, 3 kills that round for him. And MALIK, they finally lose a round here on the CT side, and Mill will take their 3rd.
Yeah, you know, 3 rounds this late on in the game, 10-3, and that's the scoreline Millwall were hoping for when they chose this map. Anyway, we're going to be seeing an AWP being picked up by Thomas now, and we have got an AWP on Caspian, who's going to be his AWP counterpart. You know, I've seen a severe lack of the AWP on Wong, which is something I would like to see a lot more of, seeing as he was one of our favoured players with the AWP, and sadly he hasn't used it very much at all in these games. Now Thomas having a little bit of trouble there, making those shots connect as he does try to duel with I believe that was Weem over on the A site. Caspian going for an aggressive push on Ivy is going to let MALIK know that there are no players to be found that way. This should make it obvious, of course, that the bomb is kind of going to be situated more towards the B area. And considering their previous success, I would say that is where Millwall are going to be hoping to go. Samuel does find one onto Wong. That's going to put it into a 5 versus 4. Now Weem finding one in mid onto Prezi. Can Thomas find the trade frag? He does manage just to miss that shot. He's going to go for the repeat, and Weem finds another. That's going to be 2 for him. And now it's 2 versus 5 here. It's all going to be on Shaduk and Vlox as they are over towards that B site with the bomb. Flashes and nades going in, but Caspian has already rotated over onto the site. He's going to be watching up as it's all going to be onto Samuel here. They both push forward. He finds one. Can he find 2? He finds the second. That's going to be Shaduk going down. And what a clean round there for MALIK Esports.
Absolutely flawless victory there. If the scoreboard worked to show that, but it's not for some reason. But either way, we're going to be going into the last round of the half. This is an interesting buy. Haven't seen this too often, but okay. 1 AWP, 4 Tech 9s. I'm interested. Tell me more.
I actually think I saw NIP. They did that not too long ago. I remember it was when they won the. I don't know. I can't come up with a fake storyline here. It is a peculiar buy. I will give you that, and that's gonna be Thomas going down straight away, falling prone to Weem's M4A1. Wherever they go, Weem is there to bring death swiftly and silently in the form of his M4A1S. Stanwell is going to get challenged at close range, but he's going to be saved by Weem there for that College to Duke. And now Velox with the AWP does find one, but what a consolation frag as Caspian coming in with that AWP from afar is going to take him down. And that's going to wrap up the last round of the first half, 12-3 in favor of MALIK Esports.
Good round there, but really you got to hope that Millwall have some special trick on their sleeve for the CT side, because right now it's not looking good for them in the second map, and they're looking to be 2-0 and move down to the lower bracket, 3rd, 4th place, which is very likely.
Unless they know some boost that lets them look over the whole map and involves 3 people, I'm unsure that they're going to be able to pull this through. Still though, 12-3. Stranger things have happened as well, and it is Train, so you know, you never know. Bit of a wild card.
Indeed, Train is a wild card, and off we go into the pistol round. We are going to see a Tech 9 brought up and dropped from Samuel to Cynic there, so he's actually got a goodbye. A bit of armour Tech 9 is always fun to see on the pistol round of the T side, and Millwall are going to be going for the 4 armours here, 1 kit on Wong to get a couple of flashes as well to support, and obviously a default buy from MALIK. They do still have a couple of smokes to work with, as well as the armour on LS and Weem. But Shaduk, he's just going to be set over towards Ivy here, maybe holding the impending push coming out from MALIK, and they're looking to snap his position like a Twiglet, Harry. Like a Twiglet indeed. Like they're going to start trying to do that here, pushing very aggressively up towards Ivy. Nade's going to go in very hot, but he will be taken down after getting 1 kill there onto Weem, and we are going to see the rest of the players split out onto the A site. Cynic pushes all the way up into B, and actually no, they're going to rotate back into the B site, because this is a really good play. Cynic's managed to push himself all the way towards CT spawn, didn't clear the angle behind him, and he's going to get punished for it. Prezi, great position to finish him off, and now we're into a 3v3, but allowing Cynic to push all the way into CT spawn pretty much guaranteed the B site rotation towards A, and that essentially meant that MALIK could push onto the B side uncontested, and Wong, he's contested now on the retake. He's picked up 1 kill onto Caspian, but we're into Samuel and LS. Samuel having no armour to support him and peeking out very aggressively despite not having the support of the Kevlar there, and will finally move his way round the site. Great shot there with the Vlox, will be dropped there by Wong, and Prezi will finish things off as the defuse comes in, but a very good strategy from MALIK, because, okay, so what you could notice from that round, very importantly, was the strategy was obviously just a normal A split. He had players in, it's not working, but players in, there we go, players in main, players in Pop Dog, and the players up into Ivy. And the intention of the round was to get just a full split onto the A side from the MALIK side. What actually happened is we got the Ivy control, and after that they actually managed to secure all the way through CT and into B. And so these players just went, screw it, let's go B, and they just backed off in through B main and allowed themselves to get the bomb down. So that's actually a really interesting strategy, just completely turned on its head thanks to the impact that Cynic had over towards CT Sports. That's always nice to know how fast that Caspian was able to call, we should go for a B-Tech now, after he got those picks. And what a nade there to kick things off here for the CT side. MALIK has pushed all the way down. 2 of their players sub 20 HP there to continue this round, and Prezi going to be holding off these non-armoured players with the B90 very effectively here as they make their way onto the site here. Lots of players to deal with. Nalas, very close in the smoke, will be dropped as well, and now Caspian and Samuel, last 2 alive. If he can get the bomb down, it can be great, but it's not going to go his way as Millwall, they take a flawless round there.
Yeah, you know, Millwall, they do need every round they can get. 12-5, and this should be their last round of peace. as it is going to be a buy now for MALIK Esports. They do have a good bit of money between them. They do have Galils though on LS and Caspian, but you know, sacrifice a little bit of firepower, but they do manage to get a lot of utility out of it. Smokes and flashes going in onto that A-bomb site. That's going to start to lock it down immediately as they do just charge towards that bomb train. Weem opens it up with a wonderful headshot there on the Velox. Good Molotov coming in just to delay that front a little bit more, but just misses. That's going to be bomb going down, and LS gets the bomb down inside of the smoke. Now, suddenly, quick as anything, it becomes a 4 versus 1 here. It's all on a Prezi to retake with this M4. Although 3 very, very low health players on MALIK Esports does make this somewhat doable, but he does not know that. He's going to be falling back. He's going to be looking to save. And, you know, when you look at their economy, completely understandable decision to make. They might even be able to drop next round. Now, can he find his kill on a Samwell? No, he cannot. Samwell's going to find that headshot. And suddenly, the economy of Millwall completely reset and just in a shambles. And, you know, looking over across the board, MALIK, though, they will be buying up. They will be buying an orb on Caspian. And this should be an easy 14-5 for them, providing that they don't do anything dumb. Like, I don't know, Molotov at your feet, rush B, but I don't think that's a thing. I don't know. I don't play train much.
Interesting strategies here, but Mill going to be holding it off to no avail, and they're going to be able to do too much. Shaduk's the only one with armor here left alive, as Prezi does pick up one onto LS, but Shaduk just playing very, very slow, flanking round, and oh no, is he going to whiff this? He's going to whiff it! Oh no, Harry, did you see that?
I did see that, and I wish I hadn't.
That was disgusting.
I could just feel, like, I don't know, brain cells, chromosomes, whatever. I could just feel him dying as I watched that play then. That truly was something special. Anyway, Prezi's picking up a Mag 7, like that very, very much. Seeing that coming into play now. And we're going to see an AWP on Wong, finally. Can he make it count as well? We're going to be seeing Wong. He's been peeking A main, but the push is already on. Good Molotov comes in as well to block him off. Bomb already being planted, and they've only just reached the site. Wong does find one before going down to the flames. Cynic finds that corner of Velox, equalizing it into a 3 versus 3 here. Thomas up on top of that train, might be able to find a kill onto Caspian, but it's not going to go the way of him as he does manage to take him down. Caspian now trying to watch his body, finds one on Juke, and now it's all down to Prezi. He's going to be coming over at the back with that Mag 7, but LS turns around with a wonderful 180 flick there, picking up that kill on a Prezi. Now it's 15-5, and Millwall in a very, very bad situation.
Caspian, the really, really key kills there to pick up those last 2 CTs, because obviously without those kills, Millwall should have been able to get that retake going, but luckily to him, just pick up some serious damage, and he's doing very well again today. 11-8 on this map, and of course match point has been secured, so Millwall, they're in a bit of a deficit here, 10 rounds behind, and not much chance of coming back into this though. Thomas does kick things off with a good attempt though to drop Weem, and that's going to be already a 4 versus 3. As Prezi, let's get the trade after Thomas's demise, and just passive play from MALIK, allowing Millwall to get aggressive, because of course, you know, they are going to get aggressive in this situation. Why wouldn't they? I mean, I'd be tilted.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would be like, I don't know, just like 90 degrees, 80 degrees tilt right now.
JDM lounging. Shaduk and Prezi though. Last 2 alive versus the 3 MALIK players, and they're going to be making their way towards the B site. Prezi though, he will be hearing that jump. Oh, Caspian will be looking straight into him though, I think. Just checking the angle, puts off with the AWP, but I think he actually just hit him there with a no-scope. That's impressive. Down to 1 HP, and finally the nade will finish him off there, leaving just Shaduk coming in from the T-spawn area up towards B, but they've already made their way out onto the site. There's really nothing he can get from this, and Samwell, maybe he'll be able to check behind and peek it and then clear it, but there we go. Shaduk will be spotted out, trying to come back into the site, but realistically, Harry, I don't think this is meant to be for him.
Yeah, no, me neither, especially with this position that Cynic is holding. I just called it a position. You know, truly not in my element.
Certainly not a position. It's a position, yeah. Harry, come on.
Cynic here pushing around. They're just playing this angle, and Shaduk trying to bait out that defuse. He is not going to be very wise at his Cynic as he does come up in the rear. And Giggity, that's going to be him going down there. And that's going to be a 16-5 victory for MALIK, and that's going to mean that's a 2-0 victory for them overall, and now they will be going through into the finals tomorrow.
Yeah, the grand finals up against the winner of Enrage versus UCGL, which is later tonight, of course, and that's a really good start, at least for MALIK, because of course we did just say that they may struggle on this map, obviously it not being their map pick, and they somehow come back with a 16-5 score over Millwall and secure a 2-0 in the first semi-final match of the night. So very good play to them at least. And of course the next matchup will be UCGL versus Enrage Esports, which is supposedly at 8:30 British Standard Time, which is in half an hour, but we'll try and get it moved forward. However, I'm not sure how possible that will be, but we can definitely ask the teams if they want to move it forward to just 10 past 8 or something like that. But of course, guys, we will be back in a very short time, hopefully in the next 5 to 10 minutes, with the next matchup, of course, the next best of 3 between Enrage and UCGL. So don't go anywhere, guys, you don't want to miss it.